My parents went to see the Omen, and I woke up and they were like looking through my hair to see if they could find the mark of the beast. They didn't find it. They found a couple 4s and a 3, but...
Wow, was für ein Arschlochkind muss denn Chris Jericho gewesen sein, dass seine Eltern ernsthaft in Erwägung gezogen haben, er sei der Antichrist. Zum Glück nimmt er es mit Humor. Im folgenden Interview fachsimpelt er über Horrorfilme, White Metal und Wrestling.
Den jungen Mann zu meiner Rechten, eurer Linken, kennt man nicht nur als Musiker auf der Bühne, sondern auch als Pro-Wrestler aus der WWE und seit 3 Jahren auch als Schauspieler. Hier ist von FOZZY Chris Jericho.
Hey, it's very bright here today. I feel like I'm on trial.
Let's talk about the new album, the recent album, Sin and Bones. Spider in my mouth and then cockroach in my head. Totally reminds me in a way of William S. Burroughs or even Franz Kafka. Was that your intention?
I actually got it from a Stephen King short story. I'll never write. I love her so much because she's my favorite girl. I'll write she kind of screwed me up and now I want to see her in pain or something, but in a fun way. If that makes any sense. Yeah.
Do you draw inspiration from scary movies?
Yeah, of course.
What's your favorite scary movie then?
I love the first Halloween is a favorite of mine. I love the original Dawn of the Dead. I love the Dawn of the Dead remake.
Yeah.
We just saw the Evil Dead remake on this tour, which was amazing. There's a lot of really the ones that scare me the most are ones that could possibly be true, like possession movies. Amityville Horror 2, The Possession from the early 80s. It really scared me when I was a kid, and it still bugs me to this day. So I mostly like movies from the 70s for scary value. I like movies from the 80s for the schlock value, like the hundreds of summer camp movies that just came out to copy Friday the 13th.
Like Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp is Sleepaway Camp 1, 2, and 3 are great. All the 3 sucks, but 1 and 2 are great. But yeah, I really love horror movies. I really love zombie movies. There's Fulci movies from Italy called Giallo. I like the J-horror movies like Battle Royale, Audition, those type of movies. I've seen thousands of scary movies, and I still enjoy watching them to this day if I find something I haven't seen yet. My parents went to see the Omen, and I woke up and they were looking through my hair to see if they could find the mark of the beast because they found the 666 in his hair. But they didn't find it. They found a couple 4s and a 3, but... There was no 666, so thankfully I'm not the Antichrist, just in case anyone's wondering.
You're not the Antichrist, but you are into Christian rock music. Is that true? I saw that performance with Stryper.
Yeah, I think. When I was in high school, I had a dream that I was in Stryper, and then 20 years later, I actually got to sing with Stryper for a show, which is great. But yeah, when I was growing up, I loved obviously Metallica and Maiden and Ozzy and all the bands. I was never really into the Slayer, Venom type stuff, and I heard Stryper, and there was this whole Christian metal phase that started because of Stryper, Barren Cross, White Cross, Bride, Guardian. And I just really got into that scene, Sacred Warrior. And for whatever reason, I just became, a lot of people were into black metal, and I just got into Christian metal, probably for the same reason, just because it was a rebellious thing to do.
You have, besides your band, another career, which is pro wrestling.
Right.
So what comes first in your life?
Well, at this point, the band has been the priority ever since about 2009 when we started recording Chasing the Grail. Since we've been doing that, I still wrestle from time to time, but it's based around FOZZY's schedule. If we're doing another record, if we have a couple months off of touring or whatever it may be. And the reason for that is when I was a kid, I wanted to be in a rock band and I wanted to be a wrestler. Those are my 2 goals. And I've been playing in bands since I was 12 years old. I've been wrestling since I was 19, but I never stopped, loving both. But now that FOZZY's been taking off so much over the last 2 or 3 years, it's just another dream really coming true. I've always been more passionate about music for whatever reason. I don't really know much about wrestling trivia, even when I was in the business full force. But I know I could talk rock and roll, heavy metal for hours with anybody about any band.
Usually bands during songwriting, they from time to time they fight a lot. Mm-hmm. And does your wrestling career give you sort of an authority?
No, not
play this chord, or you're in for another, I don't know, brainbuster?
Yeah, because
something like that.
Wrestling is all show business. You know, if you really believe you're a tough guy, you're gonna get the crap kicked out of you. My influences to get into wrestling were Paul Stanley and James Hetfield and David Lee Roth. I wanted to take those characteristics and put it into wrestling. But yeah, you can't walk around acting all tough because someone will whip your ass, and I'm not tough. I just pretend to be on TV. I'm in show business, man. I'm like a Hollywood action hero. You might not actually be tough, but on screen you look like you are.
Falls euch dieses Video gefallen hat, klickt doch einfach auf den Abo-Button. Jeden Dienstag und Freitag ab 15 Uhr gibt's Nachschub. Was wir gerne von euch wüssten, kennt ihr Chris Jericho eher als WWE-Wrestler oder als Sänger von FOZZY? Und wie gefällt euch Stuck Mojo, die andere Band von Gitarrist Rich Ward? Und vor allem, was ist eurer Meinung nach der beste Horrorfilm? Falls ihr Shirts und CDs von FOZZY haben wollt, die gibt's natürlich bei EMP. Klickt einfach auf den Link unten in der Beschreibung. Bis zum nächsten Mal, sagen Jan und Markus.